Hello and welcome to our English News Bulletin broadcast to you from Canal Algérie. First, to the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, on a two-day visit to Kuwait to further promote the brotherly and friendly relations already existing between the two countries. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, underscores the key role of Algeria within the gas exporting countries in his keynote speech delivered during the Forum Summit. The Moroccan exactions are already underway, with more brutalities against the Sahrawi demonstrators calling for justice. Good evening. Those were today's top stories. First, in our news, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, arrived in Kuwait on Tuesday afternoon for a two-day official visit, which aims to consolidate bilateral relations and further strengthen the bonds of brotherhood uniting the two peoples. Upon his arrival at the Amiri airport, the President of the Republic was welcomed by the Crown Prince Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Subah. Both the President of the Republic and the Prince then greeted the delegations of both countries. After listening to the national anthems of both countries, President Tebboune and the Crown Prince had their first bilateral meeting. This visit is an opportunity to further consolidate the bilateral cooperation between the two countries. Still in the presidential activities in the brotherly state of Kuwait, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, met with the representatives of our national community settled in Kuwait and thoroughly listened to their concerns and grievances. He stressed on the occasion the great interest he attaches to the Algerian community abroad, voicing his readiness to provide them with all the necessary facilities for a better integration in the process of enhancing the national economy as well as Algeria's sustainable development. Following his meeting with the representatives of our national community settled in Kuwait, the President of the Republic then held talks with several Algerian nationals and listened to their concerns on many issues concerning them and their homeland. The economic exchange between Algeria and Kuwait has reached an important volume over the past few years in a constant bid to be up to the level of the people's aspirations. More details with Salim Miroh.
60 years of brotherhood and friendship relations between Algeria and Kuwait, a great story that unites these two peoples. Diplomatic relations were officially established, especially after the opening of the Kuwaiti embassy in Algeria in 1965, where its first ambassador was accredited a year later. The relations then gradually developed and expanded to include several areas of cooperation. It was embodied through the signing of many memorandums and agreements of cooperation, in particular through the setting up of joint committees for bilateral cooperation since April 1965 in finance, industry, culture and trade sectors. The cooperation between the two countries was extended to other vital sectors. 1984 was marked by the emergence of a partnership in the field of air transport, oil and chemical industry. The exchanges between the two countries were also strengthened through the achievement of major investment projects launched in telecommunication and agriculture. In 2017, the first session of the Joint Committee was held to monitor investment files in Kuwait with the aim of creating investment climate that suits both parties. The mutual visits between Algeria and Kuwait come to consolidate and strengthen the historical ties between the two countries and to promote Arab unity and fair causes.
Earlier, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, had left the Qatari capital, Doha, after taking part in the 6th summit of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum. The President of the Republic had begun last Saturday a state visit to Qatar, during which he had several talks with the Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, talks the aim of which is to upgrade cooperation between the two countries, notably in the economic, trade and gas sectors. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, took part at the 6th summit of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum, held in the Qatari capital, Doha, where he delivered a keynote speech highlighting Algeria's main policy in the energy sector. The details with Melissa Kubash.
The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, took part in the 6th summit of the Forum of Gas Exporting Countries. The proceedings kicked off with a speech made by His Highness Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, where he highlighted the importance of this summit in the development of gas and energy. On this occasion, President Tebboune delivered a keynote speech where he emphasized for his part as well the importance of gas as a clean energy for the preservation of the environment, highlighting the pivotal role of Algeria as a founding member of this forum. President Tebboune first greeted the Emir of Qatar, the Qatari people, and the delegation that has accompanied him since his arrival, stressing the high level reached by this forum 20 years after its creation. Algeria, as a founding member, has constantly emphasized the importance of gas in sustainable development, in particular through the first Doha Declaration in 2011. This positive role has been confirmed, according to President Tebboune, during the health crisis caused by the COVID-19 virus. The head of state also called for the mobilization of producers, consumers, as well as organizations, so as to face the energy sector's current challenges, adding that the Gas Exporting Countries Forum is now a recognized international governmental organization capable of drawing attention to priority issues. First, mobilize more actors convinced of the importance of natural gas with an aim to meet the future challenges. Secondly, knowing that gas is the energy of both the present and future, we must promote its value on international markets, especially that natural gas occupies a privileged place at the level of the international economy. Last but not least, the President stressed the imperative to find effective technological solutions to improve the quality of natural gas in order to ensure its availability and competitiveness in energy systems, and hence the forum can take advantage of the Algiers Gas Research Institute's experience. The President of the Republic once again called Algeria's role in the development and enhancement of natural gas, knowing that Algeria has been recognized as a reliable distributor and supplier of natural gas for more than a half a century, and intends to remain so in the best possible way within the framework of cooperation and partnership, reiterating Algeria's commitment in supporting common interests and supporting dialogue exchange, calling on the forum to become more present in all matters related to natural gas, particularly in terms of promotion and cooperation between member countries in this field. President Tebboune concluded his speech by expressing his gratitude to His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani for his warm welcoming and good organization, wishing more success for the 6th summit of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum.
سيكون من دواعي سروري استقبالكم بالجزائر بمناسبة انعقادنا بقمة المقبلة إن شاء الله.
On the sidelines of his participation in the forum, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, met with his Iranian counterpart, President Ibrahim Raisi. The Algerian-Iranian relations were reviewed during this meeting, which took place in the presence of Minister of Foreign Affairs and National Community Abroad, Ramtan Al-Amamra, and the Algerian ambassador to Qatar, Mustafa Boudra. Always on the sidelines of the summit, the President of the Republic received the head of the Government of National Unity of Libya, Abdelhamid Dbeibeh.
I would like to thank President Tebboune for his brotherly welcome here in Doha. It was a convivial meeting. As you know, Algeria is a neighboring country, and it is also a country on which Libya relies to ensure its stability and development. We hope that Algeria will remain powerful forever.
Algeria has a privileged position among the gas exporting countries with a prosperous future project, namely the mega gas pipeline linking Nigeria to the Hasir Mill complex via Niger. More details with Ines Kello.
Algeria's pioneering experience in the field of hydrocarbons, in addition to its geographical position, has earned it a place among gas and oil exporting countries. The huge gas pipeline, which must connect the natural gas fields of Nigeria to the complex of Hasirmel via Niger on a linear of 4,128 kilometers, follows a natural path through our country. Indeed, the project comes at the right time to meet the international market needs in terms of gas. Algeria has specific characteristics that make it a central region. It has an important role in relations between Europe and Africa. The export capacity of natural gas to Europe is estimated at 43 billion cubic meters, 33 billion to Italy and 10 billion to Spain. Thanks to the national oil companies on the track, which has become a reference in the field of exploration, production and distribution of gas and oil, Algeria currently occupies a prominent position between the two African and European continents. We have been able to develop the Regan field with the contribution of 3 European partners, which are Repsol from Spain, Wintershall from Germany and Edison from Italy. These are the most recent projects in the Memba field. The gas pipeline project linking Nigeria to Europe through Algeria and Niger is an important project that could give a new impetus to the relations between the 3 countries. Algeria has a production capacity of 53 million cubic meters of liquefied natural gas. We also have 7 methane tankers for transport to European countries and other destinations in the world, in addition to the projects carried out in Libya, Tunisia, Mali, Niger and Mauritania. We have made 6 discoveries in Libya and Tunisia offshore. The new law in hydrocarbons, which encourages foreign operators, increases good prospects for the energy sector in Algeria. The new law on hydrocarbons, which encourages foreign operators, increases good prospects for the energy sector in Algeria.
Still with the Algerian-Qatari cooperation, the Minister of Housing, Mohamed Tariq Belaribi, met on Tuesday in the capital Doha with his Qatari counterpart, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz bin Turki Al-Subay. Both parties held talks on means and ways to strengthen bilateral cooperation. Belaribi mentioned on this occasion the possibility of benefiting from the Qatari experience in the construction of modern cities as well as urban planning. The President of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, held talks on Tuesday via video conference with his counterpart, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China, Li Zhansu. On this occasion, Brahim Boughali highlighted Algeria's commitment to continue its strategic cooperation with China, adding that the setting up of a parliamentary friendship group was a starting point for a new model of fruitful parliamentary cooperation. February 22nd stands for the National Day for Cohesion between the National Army and the Algerian people. More details on this significant date is started by the President of the Republic in this report compiled by Melissa Kabash.
Always ready to protect our country and ensure both its stability and security, the National People's Army once again proves its values, its principles and dedication through the creation of a special relationship with the Algerian people, marked by cohesion, harmony and solidarity. May God grant them strength and courage for the work they are doing. Our motivation is the love of our homeland and that of people. During these crucial times marked by the coronavirus pandemic, the elements of the National People's Army responded to the call of their homeland and their people, with the aim to stemming the spread of the virus. Military planes belonging to the air forces of the National People's Army have ensured the delivery of cargoes containing the COVID vaccines from Russia and China. The ANP's medical staffs were mobilized for their part as well to humanitarian missions across the four corners of the country, especially in landlocked areas. Far from the health situation, the National People's Army didn't fail to be present during this year's fires. Elements of the ANP rushed to save lives of numerous families surrounded by flames. We were supported by the elements of the National People's Army. The National People's Army has always been able to preserve the unity of our beloved country, its strength and sovereignty, thanks to the dedication of its elements and its firm commitment and principles to defend our country from all danger.
The situation is still deteriorating in Western Sahara following the assassination of the Sahrawi citizen Habib Jerishi in Dakhla. The Moroccan occupation forces responded brutally to the peaceful demonstrations, worsening the already fragile situation. Ines Kalou once again.
Violence against the inhabitants of the occupied city of Dakhla has reached a new level in the last few hours, with the use by the Moroccan occupation forces of live ammunition after charging Sahrawi demonstrators brutally late at night. Although the demonstration was peaceful, the slogans chanted denounced the human rights violations committed by the Makhzen regime against the Sahrawi people, as well as the policies of the occupation in the region. The situation continues to deteriorate in the occupied territories, especially after the assassination of the Sahrawi citizen Habib Jerish in the city of Dakhla. Women, men and children all gathered yesterday in the occupied city of Dakhla, demanding justice for this man who has been missing since February 7th and was found dead after 10 days. The Sahrawi condemned these repeated exactions of the Makhzen and demand that those responsible for this crime to be brought before justice. In the face of this endless Moroccan repression, international non-governmental organizations keep sounding the alarm and warning the international opinion of the heinous crimes being committed by the Moroccan exceptionist regime and its horrible exactions in occupied Western Sahara.
Following this news edition, you are invited to tune in to a special program devoted to the French state media campaign targeting our country, Algeria. And that was it for our today's news. Thank you for tuning in.